Hi everyone, it's me Nikki here with today's home tips, and so I'm excited to share with you what I found out this week and see if it really works. So let's get started. Okay, so my first home tip is basically taking those free hangers that we get when we go to the store and buy clothing and using the clamp parts to hold down our chips in our kitchen or any bags that we have. You know, a lot of times we'll go to these home stores and we'll invest money into the little clamps to kind of hold down our little kitchen food or food in our kitchen. But, you know, if we get these for free, why not just, recycle these and use these? And I think this was just a great tip. And it is great because it is a clamp and it clamps so nicely, and it's plastic, so you can easily pop it off the hanger, which I did, and look, it works perfectly to keep my chips closed and fresh. And I loved this tip. I give it thumbs up 10 times. It works perfectly. Okay, so the next tip that I had was that if you put a teaspoon of baking soda in your water when you boil your egg, that it causes your egg to peel with total ease. And so I have one pot here where I have an egg boiling in plain water, and then a pot where I have an egg boiling in baking soda. And so the one that's tagged in blue here was the one that was baked in the baking soda. And so I wanted to do one egg in each and then peel them and try and see if I saw a difference with the egg. So the first egg that I'm peeling is actually the egg that was boiled in plain water. And you know, as I was peeling it, it was just as normal, how you peel a normal egg, but I was anticipating peeling the other egg because I was hoping for a great difference. And so if that's the case, when I go to boil my eggs and things, I would definitely do this if it works, because it would just take a lot of the work out of peeling eggs, because I can't stand really peeling eggs, and you know, anything I can do to make that easier, hey, I'm game for it. And so I went to my egg here that was boiled in the baking soda with high hopes that it would peel easier. And what I did notice is that once I start to peel away, it did peel slightly easier in bigger chunks than the first egg. So I did see sort of an easier time, but it wasn't a great huge difference. It didn't just kind of roll off the egg. Maybe I had too high of expectations, but I have to report that there is a slight difference in the ease of kind of taking it off. So maybe this tip is pretty good. So just to have to put a teaspoon in may not be too bad. Okay, I just love this next tip, and I believe I saw this tip on another YouTube channel or Pinterest or somewhere else, but when I saw it this week, I was so excited because I think this is great. And it's basically storing your paint color behind your light switch plate. So just the name of the paint you use, the brand. You can even put the mixture kind of key that they have if you want to. You can put a paint swatch in there also. And so I kind of want to show you what I did, and I want to thank one of my subscribers on my Facebook who mentioned to put the actual swatch on there of the color of the paint, because that would be helpful. So thank you to Rhonda for mentioning that, because that is exactly what I did here. So I have my kind of paint chip here from when I painted my dining room, and it was the Sherwin-Williams Waterscape paint. So I just cut on the back of your little swatch cards, you will notice that you'll have the company's name of the paint. And so I just taped it down to the back here, along with printing a label saying 2 gallons of paint, to know how much paint that I used in that room. That way I always have that resource there if I never need to do touch-ups, or if anyone ever wants to know the name of the paint. I think that this is so great. Okay, this tip was that basically if you have an oil spill somewhere, you can simply put cornmeal onto the stain, let it sit for 15 minutes, and then it would take it away. And so I definitely wanted to try this, because this was great if you get oil on pillows or fabric or things like that. This would be a great thing if it really works. So what I did is I got my piece of fabric here, I took some baby oil, and I put a stain onto the cloth here. Now I also took some olive oil and put another stain on the same cloth right beside it, so that I can just try 2 different oils. Now polenta is what typically is used in the UK, I believe, as cornmeal. I got that question this week on Facebook, what is cornmeal in the UK? I believe it's polenta. I think that's what you can find it in Tesco and grocery stores there, so I hope that helps. But back to the stains here. You have one here that is baby oil and one here is olive oil, and I got a little heavy with the olive oil there by accident. I then take my cornmeal and I kind of just put it all over the stain with high hopes that it's going to take it away. I then, after I've covered all of the oil up, I let it sit for 15 minutes. And then from that point, I got my husband to hold it down so I didn't suck up my fabric. But then I kind of got the vac out and tried to kind of get all of the cornmeal up to see if the stain would be removed. Now, I did notice that it picked up some of the oil and consumed some of the oil, but definitely the oil stains were still there. So if you're anticipating this to totally take away the stain, no, it's not going to do that. Now, I did rinse this out and wash this out, and it did, all the oil was removed once I washed it, but as I blew, you know, right here, it was still there. It wasn't as prominent, but it was still there. So I'm a little shaky on this one. So I hope you have enjoyed the tips that I shared today. I hope that some of them worked and some of them didn't work, as you saw. So, but I hope you found something that could be helpful for you in your home. And so this is Nikki saying goodbye.